Hello everyone, this is Granny Grain, and I am going to be starting a series of hints on how to do missions that are sometimes frustrating. What I'm starting with right now, I'll show you here. I'm headed to this. I'm going to be showing you different ways of how you can take down Kunesh without having to beat him up every single time you run across him. So let's give it a try. Right now, you'll see that my speech level is up to 3. I did that by talking to Ma and using the speech option twice. Alright, I have nothing in combat and nothing in the skills at all. Everything is right here. Okay, in the stats. So I'm going to go down here and I'm going to go talk to Kunesh. Now remember I said I talked to Ma and I'm going to talk to Kunesh. So let's go down here and talk to the man. Here he is. Hey Kunesh.
God be with you, Kunesh.
What do you want?
My father sent me to get the coin you owe him for the axe, hammer and nails.
I've got nothing. Clear off.
You know you owe father for a lot more than just the axe and hammer. If he went to the bailiff about it, you'd be in deep water. At least pay for the tools if you can't pay for everything.
I told you I have no coin, you bastard. Get the hell out of here, or I'll use the axe on you.
Look, I know things aren't easy. Your wife ran off, booze is dear these days, and you're as much use as a square wheel. It's no wonder you're short of coin. But a debt's a debt, and I can't leave here without something.
If I had anything to give, I'd give it. But I've got nothing, so leave me in peace, all of you. And don't come back.
Okay. No, we didn't get into a fight because I didn't come off with intimidation. And I'm going in here for a little piece of monologue
A
here.
locked chest. I'll need a lockpick to get into that. Fritz might have one.
There you go. That one piece of dialogue is going to give me another dialogue option that I'm going to want to take. And now we're coming down here into the
How are you, Henry?
town. I'm going to the tavern here. Taverns have wreaths outside them. And we're going to go in here and listen to some cutscene.
You can't be serious, Deutsch. Insulting our king.
What insult? I say only the truth. Sigismund has done only what he had to.
He had to abduct the king. He had to lure his cousin Prokop into a trap and imprison him. He had to invade with his army of Tatars and besiege Kuttenberg.
Why not? What is this Wenceslas for a king? The empire is falling asunder in his hands. The German counts elected Ruprecht of the Palatinate as king because your Wenceslas would not go to their deeds even.
German counts. Traitors.
Now even the Pope
God be with
is
you,
opposed
Henry.
to your king.
I'm with you,
And
Matthew.
are such lords as
What's
Henry
going on here?
of Rosenberg.
Deutsch is
Even
spouting
the
shit.
Austrian Dukes Albrecht
What?
and
Just
Wilhelm
listen and you'll
are
hear
on
for yourself.
Sigismund's side. Someone has to bring order and reunite the empire.
What do I care about the Austrians? And nowadays, not even the devil himself can keep up with all the popes. Which is the rightful pope? The one in Rome or the one in Avignon?
Do not blaspheme, Alex.
It's true, though. Wenceslas is the king of Bohemia. Bohemian nobles are on his side. To hell with Rosenberg and his cabal. Sir Radzig is Wenceslas' commander-in-chief. He stayed loyal to the king. And if he heard you talking like this, he would have you whipped like a dog.
Your Diet will soon have nothing left to rule. Jobst had to sell Luxembourg to help your king. South Bohemia is with Sigismund
And don't forget about Kuttenberg, where Germans like you kissed Sigismund's feet to keep their heads.
Yes, but...
Goodman Deutsch, this is pointless. Let us talk of more pleasant things.
My words exactly.
Deutsch has gone too far. Wenceslas is our rightful king.
Deutsch is an idiot. But what can you do? I might have an idea. Deutsch deserves to be taught a lesson. Doesn't he, Fritz?
You're too right, Matthew. Should give him a proper hiding.
Are you mad? Do you want to end up in the pillory? Don't listen to Fritz. I've got a better idea. Deutsch was talking such shit, it made me think of that huge parliament. You know, the one right next to his freshly whitewashed house. You think we should redecorate for him? Count me in.
Well, I'd rather torch it, to be honest. But throwing some turds will do.
What do you say, Henry?
But I was going to get ale for father and a few other things. We're finishing Sir Radzig's sword.
Come on. Throwing a few handfuls of manure is not going to take all day.
And it's our duty to defend the honor of our king. So, Hal, are you with us?
Now, because I talked to Kunesh, I didn't go and beat him up, or get beaten up by him, more likely. That line of dialogue is there. I talked to him, and I have that top line of dialogue that will not appear unless you talk to him first, or get beaten up by him. So let's give it a go.
All right, I'll do it. But then you have to give me a hand with something.
What do you need?
Kunesh owes money to father and doesn't want to pay. I tried talking to him, but he wouldn't listen. I need more than words to get coin out of him, and I can't handle it on my own.
No problem, we'll back you up. Just as soon as we're done plastering Deutsch's house.
I'll be happy to sort out that drunken oaf.
Alright, let's go while Deutsch is still sitting safely in the tavern.
Now remember, we went into the Kunesh's house and looked at that chest. That'll be important in just a second. Talk to Fritz.
Listen, there's this locked chest I need to get into.
Really? An honest trade not good enough for you anymore?
It's just that someone has something that doesn't belong to him, and I want to take it back.
If you say so. It's not skin off my nose anyway. I've got some lockpicks you can have. But if you get caught, you didn't get them from me.
Never heard of you. Thanks, Fritz.
Now talk to one of these guys.
So are we doing this or not?
Wait! We have to check that the coast is clear.
Why? The Deutsch is in the tavern.
But maybe you noticed after all these years that he has a wife and a son.
And that's a problem?
Aye, it is. Henry, you go and lure her away somehow.
Why me?
Because you're the clever one.
Yeah. God be with you, Henry.
What do you want, lad?
I just went by the tavern, and your husband was in there talking nonsense. I thought someone should take him home before he gets himself in trouble.
What sort of nonsense?
Well,
Well, he kept saying that Sigismund was right and King Wenceslas is a drunkard, that sort of thing. Some people took exception, so I thought...
God almighty, the fool. Next thing he'll start on about the popes.
He might have mentioned the popes too.
Thank you for telling me. I just hope I can catch him before he gets into another fight.
What are you waiting for, soldier? Fire the trebuchet! For king and country!
For king and country, my ass. This is all good, clean, fun.
Nearly as good as having that traitor in the pillory. Nearly. Now that would be sweet.
That's for Sigismund!
Woohoo! Eat shit, Docious.
You bastards! What the fuck do you think you're doing?
Hey, Hans, can't you see? We're decorating your house for you.
It's like your old man was saying in the tavern about that traitor Sigismund. We're just doing what we have to do.
Oh, sons! I'll make those smiles off your faces!
Oh, I'd like to see you try. What are you doing here, Zbyszek? Hanging out with this poxy Deutscher? Maybe you'd like to try out the latest German fashion.
Fucker! I'll make you pay for that.
I want to point out here the health bar is the red one, the stamina bar is the yellow one, and the small sort of purplish one next to your health bar is your opponent's status. When you're on a horse, that little short line is green, and it shows the stamina of your horse so that you know when he's starting to get tired.
Go ahead and gather your strength. You'll need it.
I'll flay you, you Auswurf.
Oh dear, did that hurt?
See that little purple bar going down? I'm doing some damage to it.
God.
Scheiße.
I'll slay you, you scum.
What are you doing? For God's sake! Stop right now! The catch pole is on his way!
Damn, let's go.
Okay, so run like the wind.
Welcome, Henry.
So going back to the map, this is Kunesh. This is where I'm going to meet the guys. So let's go.
Good health to you, Henry.
Here's a hoe. Need straw for the winter? Then you'll need a rake.
There's Kunish's house right there. And this is where I'm going to meet up with my friends, the lads. Come on, guys, hurry up. There you go. There's Matthew and Fritz, and there's Matthias.
Well, we sorted that Deutsch out.
That was pretty close, eh?
That old bastard didn't stand a chance.
True, but I'm worried that fucker Hans will snitch on us.
Well, let him. Then I'll snitch on him. And anyway, what can they do to us for throwing a bit of dung?
Good point. It's not as if anyone really likes the Deutsch.
I need a hand with Kunesh.
Sure, mate. You helped us, so we'll help you.
Let's get to it then.
God save you, Henry.
Kunesh, get out here, you old goat. I've something to show you.
What the fuck are you here for? You want me to take a whip to you or call a catchpole?
Just try it, you old drunk. Ah! You'll pay for that. Yeah. Ah!
Enough! Enough! I give up. Take what you want. It's not much, but it's all I have. You understand?
Okay, so now I have his keys. I have lock picks, but I don't need to pick the lock. I can just go in and open it. And I've got it. It's done.
All right, blacksmith's boy, you got the better of me. Take what you want, but you haven't heard the last of this.
Okay. Now we have got Kunish's stuff. But there's another way, if you're not partial to that one. So I'm going to go back to where I first talked to Pa and got my errands, and I'll show you method number 2.
God save Henry.
Okay, before I start this other method, I'm going to go back here into my house here. And in this chest, there are bandages and marigold decoction for health and savior schnapps for saving the game. Now, off we go. We're going a different route this time. It's going to require, hold on just a second. see. I have no combat skills and no additional skills. I don't know what to call it. They're skills. That's all they're marked as. So anyway, I'm going to go down here. And I'm not going to go talk to Kunesh. I'm going to talk to somebody else. And I love listening to the eavesdropping here. Just
Indeed
listening
I
to
am,
people
or
talk.
I'll have nothing to smelt the ore with, and the king won't get his silver.
Which king do you mean, Master
Okay, now we're coming over here, and we need some strength. So.
Hey, Pip, do you want to learn something?
No, I don't think so. Thanks.
Suit yourself. Have you recovered from yesterday's great wound?
It was nothing. Except Mother noticed and had a word or two to say about it.
No mother's happy when her son starts to take an interest in swords. Where there's weapons, there's death. The question is, what do you want?
I don't want to rot in this hole forever. I feel like I don't belong here. I want to live and see the world. But the world's a dangerous place and I need to know how to protect myself.
Spoken like a man. And as it happens, today's your last chance. I have to leave. So, are you ready to get stuck in?
Yes.
All right, I'll wait on the ground by the sheepfold as usual.
Okay, so now we are on our way to the sheepfold and some combat practice. This is your first foray into combat. There are herbs all over around here that you can gather and sell or brew. There's some chamomile up here. It's amazing how you learn how to recognize these so quickly. Dandelion and some nettle. And that's the arena we're going to be fighting in. Come on. Slug, get up here.
So, can we get started?
Before we go in there, you'll notice on the top of the screen there'll be two swords in a V formation, kind of grayish. That means that you're preparing for combat, but you're not in combat yet. When those swords cross and turn gold, then you're in combat. You can't take any potions or anything like that. So let's get going.
We can.
Good. And since today's the last time we'll be seeing each other, you can show me everything I've taught you so far. Very well. Let's start with the basics.
See, that's
keep moving.
Preparing for combat.
All right. Now try to hit me. You have to put your weight into your attack. If you just fiddle around, you'll get nowhere. Try slashing from different sides. Unpredictability is the key. Never repeat yourself. Now you're getting it. All right. Fine. Now you're getting it. The point of the blade is for stabbing. Try it a few times. Nice. Now you're getting it. Fine. Good. Let's try something else. One strike I can fend off without a sweat. But if you chain your strikes, I'll have a much harder time. As soon as you land one blow, follow it with another. Not bad. Again. All right. Very good. All right. That's enough. I don't know about you, but I'm tired and thirsty. Remember, though, train hard. No one becomes a master swordsman overnight. You have to work and work. And the main thing is to use what you've learned in real combat. There's nothing better than experience, believe me.
Okay, now let's take a look at what we have accomplished here. We now have some warfare and some swordplay, and nothing else. Everything else is zeroed out. So now we're going to go get some stealth experience. One thing that you'll find is that you can trade with people. I'm not going to go into all that now. I'm just going into dealing with Kunesh in this video. So let's do that. In order to take him out this time, I need stealth. So I'm going to get stealthy here. I'll put she's there. All right. You need to crouch, and then whichever button your system calls for, just tap the button. You do have an option to kill here. These are my neighbors, so I don't kill them. Rob them blind maybe, but not kill them. And here's this woman here. But we have to be careful about that guy over there. Wait until he's not watching you, because he will call you out. I'm going to wait for her to move, because he's too close to her. And she's too close to him. Come on. Move away, guy. Go to the other part of the field. There you go. I'm very careful about not stripping my friends and neighbors naked.
How are you, Henry?
There we go. I always play as a thief here in this game, and But I do have, I'm a moral thief. I don't kill the innocents or strip them naked unless I don't like them. In which case, they're in trouble. Yeah, let's see if I can. I'm going to eat some of the Savior schnapps. Oh, and you noticed that there are things here that are now have red hands on them. Those are things that I stole. Let's see where he goes. Yes, I got enough stealth. Now him I don't like because he was mean to my paw. So I'm going to steal everything off of him. Leave him in his small clothes. I'm going to take his axe, which is part of what my dad made, and up here into his house. Now I have a key, so I don't need a lockpick.
A locked chest. I'll need a lockpick to get into that. Fritz might have one.
Oh, there we go. So now I have everything from Kunesh. Again. Didn't have to beat him up once. So there.